Let's look at the first sentence of the first text. 楽天銀行デビットカードは16歳以上であれば学生や主婦の方であってもお作りいただけます。Here's the translation by Google. Rakuten Bank debit cards can be made by students and housewives, as long as they are 16 years of age or older. Rakuten Bank debit cards can be made by students and housewives. Sounds like they have to go to the factory to make their own debit cards, rather than obtaining them from the bank. 16 years of age or older. Not technically wrong, but it would be more natural to say at least 16 years old. Made in the first sentence is wrong. Should be something like received or applied for. Housewives. I do not think any official translation would ever explicitly list housewives as a type of customer in this day and age. At least certainly not in any English-speaking countries. The first line should say, anyone may apply, including students, as long as they are. And here's the translation by DeepL. Rakuten Bank debit card can be made by students and housewives who are 16 years old or older. In the first sentence, card should be cards. Rakuten Bank debit card should either state a Rakuten Bank debit card or Rakuten Bank debit cards. Years old is fine, but a more formal institution, like a bank, is more likely to use years of age, which is more formal. Rakuten Bank debit card can be made. This is missing an article at the beginning, or otherwise should be more general. 16 years old or older, this is fine, but the use of old and older in close succession is slightly awkward. 16 years of age or older is more natural. The first sentence sounds even stranger here. Housewives aren't typically 16 years old, for starters. The first noun phrase has no article of any sort. The second sentence. デビットカードを利用するには普通預金口座の開設が必要です。To use a debit card, you need to open a savings account. To use a debit card sounds off. I'd probably use the instead of a and in order to instead of just to. In order to use your debit card, you need to open a savings account. Let's move on to the third sentence. 楽天銀行口座をお持ちでないお客様は、口座開設と同時に楽天銀行デビットカードをお申し込みいただけます。Customers who do not have a Rakuten Bank account can apply for a Rakuten Bank debit card at the same time as opening an account. At the same time as opening an account would sound more natural if written as at the same time they open an account. If you do not have a Rakuten Bank account, you can apply for a Rakuten Bank debit card at the same time you open your account. At the same time you open your account, this is possibly grammatically incorrect. It feels somewhat strange. It is missing something like at the same time as when you open your account. This is the fourth sentence. 口座開設の入力フォームにてご利用になりたいデビットカードの種類をご選択ください。Please select the type of debit card you want to use in the account opening input form. Account opening input form. Input is strange here. It should just be account opening form. Account opening input form sounds odd. I would say, when applying to open an account, please select the type. Please select the type of debit card you would like to use on the account opening form. If I were editing this, I would change this phrase to, on the account opening form, please select the type of debit card you would like to use. This reduces the ambiguity of the use on in the original phrase. 口座開設申し込み完了後、最短約1週間から10日ほどで楽天銀行よりご登録のご住所へお届けします。After completing the account opening application, Rakuten Bank will deliver it to the registered address within about 1 week to 10 days at the earliest. It should state what it is delivering. Also, stating it will be delivered within 1 week to 10 days, and then stating at the earliest is contradictory. Within about 1 week to 10 days makes at the earliest redundant. It would be more clear if the unit is the same. Furthermore, a bank would likely use working days. Numbers under 10 are normally written as words. Within about 1 week to 10 days at the earliest. This is fine if it is more casual, but at the earliest implies there is a known minimum value, but we are given a range, and within about implies that the delivery occurs before that time, so it contradicts itself. So if this is written casually, the phrasing is not so bad, but it is quite awkward if this is an official translation by Rakuten. The last sentence would almost always say 7 to 10 days. Account opening application sounds very stiff, and I would think after completing the application to open an account, or after applying to open an account. Account opening input form and account opening application both sound awkwardly phrased. Also, are they referring to the same thing? Unclear. Changing to spelling numbers out instead of using numerals is probably more appropriate for this context. Your debit card will be delivered to your registered address by Rakuten Bank in approximately 1 week to 10 days after the completion of your account opening application. Approximately 1 week to 10 days sounds off. Form and application, are they referring to the same thing? If so, application is the better choice. I still feel that account opening application sounds odd, but it's still clear.